everybody, and welcome to ISO Comics, a weekly comics report with Mike and Ming, broadcasting from the home of the comic book men, Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. My name is Ming Chen. Standing across from me is the mighty Mike Zapsik.
What's going on, Ming?
Hello, Mike. How are you? Welcome,
What's going on,
welcome
folks?
back.
Yeehaw.
Welcome back. I feel a little rusty. Haven't done. Feels like every time we miss like a week, feels like we've missed like a million weeks.
Yeah, it feels
That's
like
probably because
feels like a long time.
You know, we record so many podcasts.
So little
that
time.
When you miss a week,
It's like 12 different podcasts
it's
you're
like
missing.
it's like dog years.
Yeah.
You know, one missed podcast equals like 7 years.
It's like a 12-car pileup.
Yes. Now,
Hit one, 12 of them.
Yeah,
go.
where the hell were we last week?
I was in Washington D.C.
That's right.
and you were down at Orlando.
What?
Now, we have to talk about this. We
Okay.
got to talk about this. Orlando, you and Brian were going down to Walker Stalker Orlando.
Yes, our beloved Walker Stalker Con Orlando, one of our
Right.
favorite cons in the world.
Absolutely, yours and mine.
Walking Dead focused, but
Yes.
not exclusive.
Not
Walking
exclusive,
Dead.
but,
They had cast
but
members
Walking
from
Dead focus.
cast members from Lost, cast members from Gotham to tie it into more
True.
comics.
Also had in the past some Game of Thrones people.
Yes, exactly. So they spread out. They've had Arrow. So they're
Yeah.
It's a celebration of fandom.
It's a multi-nerd convention.
But
so.
I would say a lot of people there to meet Norman Reedus. You know.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Michael Rooker
Was not there.
was not there, but they go to see Michael Rooker.
They do go to
Generally
see Michael
speaking,
Rooker.
one of Rooker's favorites too.
Yes. So Brian and I were scheduled to go. I got down there. Family came down with me.
Excellent.
Brian was down there already. Took his family down. Came down 5 days early, which usually, it's a. I was like, wow, all right. This is great. Usually our problem is getting him on the plane
Right, but
to go to a destination.
this is one that he requested.
So when he requested, he was going to be down there anyway, so he got
All right.
down there early. So I'm like, all right, he's down there. He's 4 miles away at a place called Fort Wilderness. It's a Disney.
It's Disney. Yeah,
it's a
that's Disney.
I don't know if you call it a resort, but
Yeah,
they
you
have
would.
cabins and campgrounds, but higher
Well,
class.
it's a
I guess?
semi-resort. Yeah.
Okay, so he's down there already. No problem, right? No problem, right? This is great. He's down there already.
You think?
You know, because
You
Brian's
think?
has had problems in the past of showing up at conventions.
Okay.
Ditched 4 of them last year.
Yeah, that's
So hasn't
not-
ditched any this year until now.
except for this one.
Yeah, he was only supposed to be there for it was a Saturday and Sunday con. He was only scheduled to be there Saturday,
Right?
and he didn't show up.
Didn't show up.
Yeah.
4 miles away.
4 miles.
And you got a tweet about an hour before he was supposed to be there.
Yes. Hey, I was like, hey, come see me and Ming, because there are no other worthy guests there to see. He was joking around, or maybe he wasn't.
You never know with Brian. He probably wasn't, but
Yeah, right.
hey,
he
you know
probably
what?
wasn't joking around.
Whatever.
But that was at 8:30. Con started at 9. No, Brian. 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11:30. No.
Yeah,
he didn't
and
show.
no call from the
No call,
boards,
no text,
no call from anything.
no tweet. So, from what I was told, that whole day was a comedy of errors. Is the term
Is that what he said?
No, that's the term me and Tom Mum, our sound guy from Comic Book Men,
Comedy of errors.
have come up with. Yes, Friday he dropped his phone in the pool, so no phone.
Okay.
So Saturday.
Is he a one-phone family?
No,
We didn't think he
his
was.
girlfriend has a phone. Apparently, she fell, broke her phone. Then his laptop went on the fritz.
Okay.
So none.
He just bought a laptop a year ago.
Right. Apparently, it went on. That broke too.
Okay.
So with no phone, he didn't know where he was going exactly, where the convention center was.
Okay.
So I guess he asked for directions from a woman, a bystander,
Okay.
a good Samaritan on the street. It's like, hey, can you pull a Walker Stalker Con? I'm supposed to be going. I'm a guest at this thing.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going. I guess he wrote down the directions, wrote down the wrong directions, ended up in a whole different county altogether. Then when he tried to drive back, got stuck in traffic. And on Saturday at about 1:30 in the afternoon, he was just like, fuck it. And he gave up and he went back. And so if you were expecting to see Brian Johnson in Orlando, that's what happened.
Or if
apparently.
you expect to see him anywhere ever again, probably not going to happen.
Con-wise, I don't know what the future holds
Yeah,
for him
he's-
con-wise. I don't know. I know Walker Stalker isn't very happy with him. Well, I've talked to other booking agents. We've befriended a lot
Right.
of them. And they're just like, what do you mean he didn't show up? Like, the concept of being invited to a con and not showing up is so foreign to them.
Right.
Because, one, it's sort of a privilege to be invited to something like this.
Hell yeah.
They don't invite everybody.
No.
And there are a lot of people who would like to go because ultimately, what do? You go to make money. So, and it's not hard. It's very in the realm of things. If you put together a list of ways to make money, this one is ranked near the top of easiest.
Right. Well, let's put it this way: just in terms of, you said honor before, and that's pretty much what it is. It's like you're there. You get to go and grab a snack with Norman Reedus or Stephen Yun or any number of people who were there.
Right. Robin Lord Taylor from Gotham.
Yeah, you can actually have a granola bar with Robin Lord Taylor.
I think I did share. I did, in fact, may have shared a granola bar with Robin Lord Taylor.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
So, but my point being that beyond the money, beyond anything, it's just you get to look behind the scenes of something that, 5 years ago, we were 4 schmucks. Actually, two of them were good friends with Kevin Smith.
Right.
You and I were...
Okay, so we were 2 schmucks.
Two schmucks who were working for Kevin Smith. Yes. Had the, again, an honor of working for Kevin Smith.
Sure.
And then, boom, this lands in our lap.
Yes.
And I would have to say, of all 4 of us, you have made the most of this newfound fame, if you want to call it that. Newfound, how about...
Opportunity.
Yes. How about reversal of circumstances?
Yes.
Let's call it that.
Reversal of circumstances?
Well, just you... When was the last time you were invited to
anything?
Well, like the AMC upfronts before comic book
or a party
or a con.
Yes.
When was the last time you were on stage for a con besides wiring Kevin up to record?
Oh, besides that time I rushed the stage at San Diego Comic-Con when Angelina Jolie was
besides
on the panel.
That one,
yeah, that was not exactly an invite.
Nah.
And let it be known that we are still schmucks.
All right.
Yes.
I'm not saying that we're not schmucks. Didn't say that there was any reversal of fortune in that respect.
I suppose we have a different perspective because growing up, we went to conventions, either small or large.
Sure.
And we know that being invited as a guest is an honor.
Right.
To us, it's an honor.
Sure.
Honor is relative. I believe to Brian it is not so much of an honor as we think it is. Yeah. Well,
but Brian is also not a guy who is a collector.
Sure.
He was never a fan of the genre.
Right.
So,
right. But what's the easiest way to make money? If people just give it to you, right? And
begging. Begging for money is pretty much the easiest way. This is like a step and a half up.
If people just give you money, that's the easiest way to earn money, and that's basically what you do at a con. People are giving you money to take a photo with you or get an autograph. So that's Anyways, that's why he didn't make it. But how was DC? On a more positive note?
DC was great. We went down a day early, and got to our hotel. We were staying at oddly enough the Holiday Inn, right around the corner from the Smithsonian.
Was it in fact a Holiday?
It was.
Okay.
Actually, it was nice. They had a rooftop pool, which was pretty cool. Rooftop. I think they dump ice cubes in there. It was freaking freezing.
You jumped in?
No, my kids were. They're like, "Oh my God, it's so cold." I'm like, "All right, I'm not going in." I hate cold.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I hate cold water.
That's everybody listening. Supervillains. Mike's absolute weakness is the cold.
Cold water. No, not the cold.
Cold water.
Why would I live here?
What are you, freaking Bruce Willis from Unbreakable?
Yeah, pretty much.
You can't.
I can. Yeah.
Your water's
I'll
your
drown.
weakness. Yeah.
And
Did you visit any comic shops?
Didn't. We looked for some comic shops. There were a couple, but you know what? I've been to comic shops. I decided, you know what? Let me spend this vacation doing stuff that my family wants to do rather than stuff that I want to do.
Right.
So we ended up going. We took we had a full day.
Yes.
We went to the mall, the
DC mall, the big
DC
grassy
mall.
area in front of the monument, not the mall that Walt went to on his vacation.
No, this is the
not
National Mall.
Yeah, they call
which
it.
Is it's a huge expanse between the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and there's also like a huge stretch of land between that and the Capitol building.
Yeah, I ran it. Sean Astin passed me.
Nice. Capitol building was under construction. They've got scaffolding up.
Yes.
So it's looking really weird. It's like, wow.
Looks like wasn't
almost Independence Day.
Yeah, that movie Remo Williams, The Legend Continues.
Yeah, like
wasn't there scaffolding around the
Statue of Liberty? Yeah,
and he was jumping around.
Yeah, that was 86, right?
Yeah,
84, 85, 86.
I only bring that up because he was somewhat of a human superhero.
Yeah, I love that movie, and they never did anything after that.
Yeah,
nothing. It was supposed to be
a franchise?
much like what else is like Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah,
didn't do anything with him.
Yeah,
not too ripe for remakes, but nothing.
Right.
And Fred Williams, God bless Fred Williams.
Fred Williams.
Or Fred. I'm sorry, Fred Ward.
Fred Ward, yes.
Fred Ward, not Fred Williams. I love Fred Williams too. So.
Yeah. Well, welcome back.
Thanks. So, and Mitch went up. He presented his findings to the scientists.
Yeah.
Really cool thing. Guy comes up to me after my son gets off the stage.
Yeah.
He comes up. He's like, I love comic book men. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm a huge fan of comic book men.
Thank you, President. Thank you, Obama.
Thank you, Mr. Obama.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. No, It was one of the scientists from the Smithsonian.
Oh,
He's
really?
Like, yeah, huge fan. Yeah, so we've got fans down at the Smithsonian.
Like actual bona fide scientists.
Yeah, he's
much smarter
PhD.
than
Much smarter than all of us. Oh, yeah.
And he watches comic book men.
Wow,
right on. Were you up there? Were you ever? Were you imagining? Maybe one of the dignitaries that he was speaking to was actually a mutant, like Mystique.
No.
X-Men 2. There's a lot
not
of
gonna
that.
happen.
There's a lot of that going on. The president wasn't really the president, but yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, you saw the movies. Yeah. Well, speaking of conventions, as I was talking about before, San Diego Comic-Con
is this week.
Is upon us.
Yes.
Now, you would think we'd be excited about this. It's hard to get excited about something that you're not going to.
Not allowed to go to.
Why are we not allowed to
go to? It's not like they banned us, but we're not. We have to film. Number one.
We do. We started shooting Comic Book Men this week.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. We are officially on day 4 right now.
Well, we're on day 1, but they're on day 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did our first bunch of transactions yesterday.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. How did it feel? Did you feel rusty?
A little. I felt I was at maybe 90%.
Yeah.
A little bit. Where
I wasn't truly prepared for Brian Johnson's Venom. I was like,
I'm always prepared for that.
No, you are, because you've had much more practice than I do. And you also listen to Tell 'em Steve Dave, so that also inures you. So, but for me, I was like, oh, Brian, you're jumping right back on that little pony. Okay, good.
How can I not listen to Tell 'em Steve Dave? All they do is talk about me.
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty much true.
They might as well rename it like Tell 'em Ming Chen.
Yeah, or Tell 'em about Ming Chen.
Tell 'em about Ming Chen. Yeah, but no, other than that, it felt great.
Yeah.
It felt great. All I want to do in this life is joke around with you guys.
Cool.
And again, with people, talk about giving you money. We're getting paid to joke around.
Right.
It's great. It's the greatest thing ever. But a lot of things. San Diego's cool. You see there's a lot of cool news coming out. The panels are great.
Yeah.
If you're a toy collector, if you're a toy lover, a lot of exclusives.
Right.
A lot of toy news.
I got an email today. Toys R Us is doing online exclusives from San Diego, which is
Isn't that counterproductive? Like Toys R Us, a retail brick and mortar outlet. Like you tell your kids we're going to Toys R Us.
They do have an online presence though, big online presence.
Right.
But they're doing exclusives just tomorrow out of San Diego. I'm assuming that they're just going to have like all these people.
I'm trying to figure out what the point of that is. Now, usually do an exclusive. It's a marketing tool.
Yes.
You build demand, you build buzz. If somebody gets an exclusive, they're going to talk about it.
Right, and they're going to try and turn around and sell it for a profit.
Again, creating more buzz.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out. I guess it's the same principle, and that's why they're doing it.
True, but this is one you're going to love.
Okay.
It is an in scale with the 3 3/4 Star Wars action figures, Rancor.
Oh.
Boxed. It's a box set. Rancor Keeper.
Right.
Jedi Luke. Jabba.
Wow.
These are the black box.
The Jabba's to scale too?
Yes.
Oh, the Black Series.
Yes. Black Series and Slave Leia, Jabba.
So it's the whole palace, basically.
Well, not the entire palace, but yes.
Okay.
Almost. I don't know if it comes with the Salacious Crumb, but it does come with the it does come with the slime.
That was good, right?
That was
good,
that was
right?
great. Actually,
Good,
that
right?
was really, really
Way
good.
better than my Chewbacca impression.
And the slimed C-3PO.
Oh, wow.
So it's a pretty all-inclusive set.
How much are we talking here?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It didn't say how much they're going for. They just said that, hey, look for it tomorrow.
All right.
And they've also got the 1966 Yvonne Craig Batgirl. Yes, rare is right.
Now, for those of you might just be into comics, not familiar with the San Diego toy exclusives. Basically, what happens is you go there to the con, and they'll have a booth set up. Toys R Us, I guess, has a booth.
Right.
Hasbro will have a booth.
Right.
And you have to line up, and they only have a limited amount. You have to line up.
Yeah, they
early.
do like 3,000. Like Mattel will do it.
Yeah.
Kenner will do. Is Kenner still around? No, Kenner became Hasbro, right?
Something like that.
I think so. Whatever.
Let's just say yes.
Yes, let's just say
like
yes.
we always do.
Exactly.
And
you'll have Funko.
Yeah.
Funko will be there. Mezco. You'll have all the biggies.
Right.
And then they'll do, San Diego Comic Con exclusive.
Limited run, limited packaging for the con, and usually it's sometimes first come first serve.
Right.
Sometimes a lottery. Sometimes it's whatever, but people will line up and get their exclusives. And on the secondary market,
right through the roof.
Right through the roof.
Graffiti Designs did that with the Steve, Dave, and Fanboy action figures. In action figures. So they were, San Diego.
Of course, and, they didn't limit it to 3,000. They limited it to like 20,000.
I think there were 20,000, but now you can't get them anywhere.
You can't get them.
So they're impossible to find mint on card.
Yeah. Now, you would think with these exclusives and, high demand that, people will be lining up. You think it'd be a pretty orderly system, right?
No, I wouldn't. Most people would. Me, not so much.
I mean, you would think the higher demand. It's like you've heard of the Who concert from 1979 in Cincinnati, Ohio. People got trampled and people died. There were fatalities.
Died, yeah.
So you think we learned a lesson from that?
No.
Well, no, we haven't, because yesterday was preview night at San Diego Comic-Con, and Hasbro was releasing a limited edition. It's called the First Order Stormtrooper. Oh. It's the one from the trailer with the streamlined masks and all that. And so I think everybody and their brother wants one. So everybody goes down to the booth, and it's chaos. It's chaotic.
Of course it is. It's insane.
I read two stories. They had barricades set up, try to get an orderly line, and there were people falling down. I didn't hear of any fatalities, thank God.
It's like Black Friday.
There may have been injuries,
but no one's saying it.
No, it was reported. I don't know about the injuries, but one woman fell down.
Well, I'm saying that there are no injuries reported.
No injuries reported. But this is what I mean. Is it worth it for a Star Wars Black San Diego Comic-Con exclusive First Order Stormtrooper figure, which was retailing at I think $25? Is it worth it, Mike?
I don't know. You might as well ask if, like on Black Friday, the Walmart $7 toaster is worth it.
Right.
That people will, die for. So I don't know. Is it worth it? To me, I'd rather pay the $40 online, because they're going to be online. These guys are going to be. It might
be more for that, more than that.
I don't know.
Secondary market. Also, I read another report where one guy, I don't know how, some guy managed to get 8 of them. So the guy behind him in line was like, "Hey, will you sell me one of those? You got 8." And the guy was like, "Sure, I'll sell you one for $30, $5 over what I got for it." Takes out his wallet, starts counting out $30, and some dude comes by, rips $100 out of his hand, and runs.
Oh.
what the hell, man?
Oh my God!
Like, seriously?
Really? How much of a douchebag do you have to be to do that?
It's odd, but that's what we're faced against here. So.
Of course. And you know what? And that's not indicative of the people at the San Diego Comic-Con.
No, usually they're pretty nice, but you get 120,000 people, whatever. You're gonna get like 1 or 2 bad apples of like ripping money out of your hand. So if you're there, maybe you're listening to this. Just be careful. Don't. It's like New York City, Times Square, 1976. Put your wallet in your front pocket.
Yeah. Or don't carry your cash in your wallet.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So, anyways, but actually, this is one year I wish I was going.
Really?
Couple reasons. One, Walker Stalker Con, who I described before.
Right.
Again, one of my favorite cons on the entire planet. They're doing a show. They're doing a Walker Stalker kind of there. It's a smaller scale, I would say.
Okay.
They have about 15 guests, where I think usually they have over 40.
Okay, wait a minute. This is in San Diego. I
San
noticed
Diego?
that a whole bunch of our friends are going out
Yes.
there.
And that's why.
Like on Facebook.
Yeah, they're calling it Walker Stalker Fan Fest. It's going to be held at Petco Park.
Nice.
If you're a fan of The Walking Dead.
That's right across the street from
Convention Center.
And that's where we were supposed to do the Walking Dead escape. Yeah.
Yes, so they're doing the Fan Fest there, where you can go and meet a bunch of the Walking Dead cast. And also, remember the Walking Dead escape, which was a run where they turn an arena, or in this case, Petco Park, where the San Diego Padres play, into the zombie apocalypse, and you have to run through and try not to get accosted by zombies.
That was pretty cool.
It was cool. Walking Dead Escape has now been taken over by Walker Stalker Con.
Wow,
they are running
kidding.
it. Yes,
very nice.
I think before it was like purely about a 3-mile run through wherever you were going,
right?
And they tried to make it an immersive experience, where you're being quarantined and hell breaks loose and you have to run away from the zombies.
Yeah.
Well, now that Walker Stalker and I believe Skybound is involved now.
As a partner, yeah.
Yeah, they've changed the whole concept, where now they're taking you into the world of the comics, and the run is associated with that.
No kidding.
So
That's
I was talking
cool.
to our friend Dave, who works at the con. He was casting actors for the Walking Dead escape. And he was looking for, he was casting a Negan, a Jesus.
No way.
Yeah, all the characters from the
oh,
TV.
too cool.
Yeah, so to make it an even cooler experience. So if you're in San Diego this week, look up the Walking Dead escape. Look up Walking Dead Fan Fest. Unfortunately, Mike and I will not be there.
No, we ran that one. It wasn't as immersive as this is sounding.
Yeah, this sounds like
be.
They're dropping you right into the Walking Dead world, and it's endorsed by Kirkman and Skybound. And
that's too cool.
Yeah. So and they're casting. My friend David showing the potential actors he was going to cast, and I was like, and the guy looked like Negan. I was like, holy crap! Like that's it was pretty awesome. So that's one big reason I wish I was there. Number 2, Kevin is traditionally
Hall H
does a big Hall H panel. He's doing a ton of stuff. If you're there and you want to see Kevin, you can go and see Kevin in multiple arenas.
Nice.
Go to either csmod.com or kamakev.com.
Oh, he's doing Smodcast from there. He's doing Hollywood Babylon.
He's doing a Hollywood Babylon.
Nice.
He's doing a Jane Silent Bob Get Old. I'm gonna give you the rundown.
So my man Ralph Garman's going to be there too.
Yes, he will.
Nice.
Of course, Ralph loves comics. Kamakev.com. Today's the 9th, correct? So he's doing a Teen Wolf panel today from 5 to 6. Big fan of the MTV Teen Wolf. After that, he goes to the Scooby-Doo Meets Kiss world premiere and panel, which starts
awesome.
Starts at 6 p.m. in Hall H.
Uh-oh.
And he'll be there with Kiss, the current lineup of Kiss, not
okay.
the old one. And Kevin's moderating the panel. From there tonight, there is a Diamond Select Toys party over at a place called Taste and Thirst.
Okay.
And that is sponsored by Diamond Select Toys.
Right.
Actually, no, it's brought to you by it's a Diamond Select Toys party brought to you by Smodco.
Nice. Aren't they doing Kevin podcast Kevin?
They are doing it's called not a mini mate but a vinyl buddy, or it's not a mini mate but it's not a Funko Pop figure. It's smaller than that. It's a vinyl something. Okay,
they did vinyls for the DC Comics, and they're like squat and
yeah. They're about 4 inches high, I would say. Yeah, it's with Kevin's wearing a Puck U jersey. Tomorrow's the big Hall H panel. Starts at 7:15.
Okay.
Line up early.
Line up at like 3 a.m.
Yes.
Line up now.
Yeah. After that, Kevin is appearing as a guest at Morgan Spurlock's charity event called Geeks for Peace. He's throwing a big baller exclusive after party.
Cool.
It's open to the public. You just got to buy a ticket
to
get in. But Kevin will be there as he's hosting it, or he's co-hosting it. And
with Morgan Spurlock.
Morgan Spurlock and Gotham Chopra.
Nice.
That is at 7 p.m. at a place called the Moniker Warehouse. And then after that, he goes to the American Comedy Club and he's doing Jane Silent Bob Get Old, which is actually sold out. So never mind that. And then the next night, the House of Blues Hollywood Babylon Live. So
cool.
So if we were there, Mike, we would be probably doing all of this. Plus, we'd get to go to. Do you think at this point we could probably get into any party in San Diego. A lot of these after parties after the con are very exclusive, invite only, put on by these big companies.
I don't know.
I'm
Do you
sure
think?
I think every major company at San Diego probably has. It's kind of the standard to have a exclusive after party. There's probably a Hasbro after party.
Right.
Probably there's a Dinosaur Toys party. There's who else? There's probably Marvel isn't there, but I'm sure
DC Comics will have its own
after party. Yeah. Do you think we could just walk in at this point?
No. I'm still surprised when we're invited to places.
I say you're wrong.
Really?
I say we could get in any party in San Diego that
that
we desire to get into.
Really? Well, we have that. I remember one party we went to. Where the hell was it? It was down in I think it was in Orlando or Miami, but they had to Google us.
Yes.
For us to get in.
It's as simple as that these days.
They Google. Well, all right.
May that continue forever.
And not gonna, but good for you.
I mean, at the Comic-Con though, do you think is Googling necessary? I mean, it's kind of our crowd, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would hope, but that'd be cool. That'd be cool if we could.
I just want to see, man, for a mic in a hot tub party, like
be careful, Diego. Johnson's gonna be all over that one.
A party with cosplay chicks. It's like, hey, glass of seltzer in his hand with a lime twist. Yeah, that would be cool. One more San Diego Comic-Con note before we get to new comics, if I may.
Sure.
You're the Colonel Sanders.
Of course.
When was the last time you ate at KFC?
Gotta be at least 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
You know I love fried chicken.
The only place that I know that there's still a KFC is down in Neptune, New Jersey,
which is about 30 minutes from here.
It's about a half an hour from us,
and it's not worth the drive.
No, but Popeyes is, which is like 2 blocks away, and
sure.
I'd rather we go to Popeyes.
Sure. But I'm saying I would gather that less people are eating KFC now than say in the 70s.
I'm assuming yes, but I've seen a preponderance, and I've heard. I listen to regular radio because, and this is awesome because I get to have a car with a tape cassette. Okay. Look who's here!
Look who's here! Hello,
beautiful Julia Zapsik.
Oh, I got some sugar. Yeah, thank you.
You getting some sugar?
Watch that. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, you're married.
Beautiful, huh?
Like I would hope.
Are we still married?
Yes, we're. Yeah. Hi.
Oh, good job, Mike. Good job, guys.
Oh yeah. See?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah.
Perennial bachelor. Yeah, we know what that's code for. So anyway.
Oh, like the sitcoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, like The Odd Couple.
Or the what was it? Family Affair.
Family Affair.
Two dudes living together. He's a perennial bachelor.
Perennial
sure he
bachelor,
is.
Yes.
Although I want to talk about that sometime.
Okay.
Family Affair.
That's maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Modco's morning show.
So
yes.
What do you have to do?
Yes.
To get Rook to write your name
Rook
on
Coffee?
the cup.
Ming you rule like Mike you.
And then Ming you rule. Yeah.
Well, you have to go there every day.
You go there every day.
Multiple times.
You do.
Okay.
And not be Rob Bruce.
Right.
Yeah.
He got kicked out of there. So
did he really?
That's another story.
Oh my God!
I came in at the right time.
Yeah, that's another story.
Oh, then that's for tomorrow too. You have to remind me on that one.
That's another story.
So
anyways,
what are we talking about?
We were talking about KFC and Colonel Sanders, and I heard like I said, I'm listening to because
terrestrial radio. Yes.
We upgraded and downgraded our car.
Okay.
So I'm listening to 101.1 around here at CBS FM. It's oldies station, and they have. This is a Colonel Sanders coming at you from KFC, and it's on a radio transmission. I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to? And it's a KFC commercial on the radio, and he was telling us about the new KFC combos.
Oh, was he trying to sound? It seems like they're marketing more. They're trying to become hip. They're trying to market toward the kids again.
Actually, it's retro hip.
Okay, right.
They're trying to grab these kids. You know what? We fried canola oil.
Right,
you know,
and let's just clarify. The Colonel's been dead for a number of years. So
the
this
Colonel's
is a voice
been
actor.
dead since I think 1950.
Yes.
So
actually,
no, not that long. But he's. You call me the whitest man in the world?
Yeah, he might.
He edges me out.
He's so white, he's dead.
He is so white. He's Casper
he's
the
a
ghost.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to San Diego, you're going to see the Colonel again.
The Colonel's there.
Now, what they're doing is they're erecting life-size statues of the Colonel in cosplay around the city of San Diego during the con.
Oh, my God.
Now, these statues will be equipped with Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi.
Nice.
For the kids.
Really?
With their devices, Wi-Fi devices. And so, and they're encouraged to tweet and hashtag pictures with the cosplaying Colonel.
That is too cool.
What is he cosplaying?
Anything.
A lot of different.
Yeah. There's one he's a furry. There's one he's probably like a Star Wars ripoff. You can actually see what he's doing. I can't remember what they look like, but
he's the Master Chief from Halo.
I
say.
Yeah. Exactly.
Follow the Colonel. I'll save the human civilization.
Yes.
Is that what Halo's about? Saving human civilization? I'm
assuming, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, something like that. So that's
I
I thought.
had time to sit and talk about Inside Out.
I thought that was odd.
Did you see that movie with your kids?
I've not. I will be going though. Yes.
Okay.
You know,
I won't
grab.
spoil it for you though. Although there's not much I could say to spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, we'll grab her on a Saturday and we'll do a podcast. We'll do a special podcast.
I felt like Hulk smash after watching it, but Daniel liked it. So
Daniel liked it.
So I have the photo here. So there's one. He kind of looks like a Wolfman.
Really?
The other one, he's dressed as a unicorn. This one,
white unicorn. Well,
yeah, this one's he's more of a space alien lord. The
Does
other
he
one,
have his beard too?
yes.
It's a
Do you even call that a goat? It's not even goatee. It's a pat. It's like a soul patch.
Well, I have no idea what you call that. This is a Van Dyke. You might call that a goatee.
Yeah. The other one is Planet of the Apes with the astronaut uniform. The other one looks like an anime with the wig.
Okay.
So yeah. So I mean,
he's like all over the place.
If you get a picture of yourself with him at every.
No, I don't think so. I think
that would be really cool.
Yeah, I think they're
really great, right?
they're just trying to appeal to the hipsters at San Diego Comic-Con. Now,
there are no hipster douchebags at San Diego Comic-Con. Not one.
Now, in addition to that, around the con, they're handing out a Colonel Sanders KFC San Diego exclusive comic book.
You guys are getting paid by KFC, right?
Yeah, right.
You a check?
Yeah, right. Love you.
So, if anyone, I would like a copy of. I would like a.
Yeah, hey, send it over here.
I'll pay good money for if you can get one of these. I got to see this.
All right.
Bye, sweetie. What could the Colonel be getting into worthy of a comic book?
Tell you what, we'll no, we won't pay money. We'll give something away. What are we going to give away?
I'll trade you. I might have an extra Comic Man Season 1 press kit, which is in the form of a comic book.
Cool.
I'll trade you a signed. God, that's a high price though. Is that even worth it?
No. Why don't we do a 5 by or 8 by 10?
Signed 8 by 10.
Signed 8 by 10 by everybody except for Kevin.
Okay.
All right.
Deal.
Cool.
If you can get me one of these.
Get one of them to actually get 2 to Ming. One goes to me. And we'll send you signed comic book men. We'll do the season 1 that poster.
Yes. All right. So comics.
Let's talk comics. It was big comic book week.
Big weeks. Shockingly, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, where do you want to begin?
Let's talk about The Walking Dead. Since we're sucking on The Walking Dead's dick so hard.
Yeah, and if you're in San Diego, they have a huge Fear the Walking Dead display there. Just the upcoming spinoff.
But Walking Dead 144. You read it, I'm assuming.
Yes, and then I don't know how much we talk about this, but like if you haven't read it, you should probably read it today because it's spoiled left and right.
Oh my God, the last 4 pages will drop kick you right in the nuts.
Yeah, and you probably remember the last time you were drop kicked in the nuts after watching Walking Dead. You know what happened.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. It's
shocking.
It's pretty freaking shocking. I can't say. Anything I say is going to spoil it for somebody.
Yes.
Even saying, wow, shocking. The last 4 pages, shocking. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So it was. This comic book was one of my top 10 oh fuck moments. And that includes the death of Jean Grey. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a major.
Wow.
And again, a
I
spoiler.
know. Did you cry?
No,
okay,
dude.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm 47 years old.
Why did you leave us so soon? Actually, I'm trying to think. When was the last time I cried after having read something? I think it was Stephen King. Wow, it was a long time ago too.
Stephen King, Green Mile?
No, not the Green. Although actually, you know what?
Rita Hayworth in The Shawshank Redemption. That made you cry?
No, it made me cry tears of joy.
Okay,
he made it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if maybe you're a little bit behind, maybe you stop reading. If the comics are still as good as they were.
My God, it is better than ever. 144.
Yeah, and if you need to catch up, Compendium number 3 is coming out very soon.
In I don't know.
Okay,
I
maybe
think
not that soon.
Not that soon.
It's coming out.
It's coming out eventually. Yeah. I think it's October, but I'll have to check that.
Yeah. Well, the problem is it only comes out every 2 years. Or no, 4 years?
Every
4 years.
4 years.
Every 4 years.
Yeah, because it takes 48 issues.
4 years. Holy crap. Okay.
So yeah, every 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Every 8 trade paperbacks.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's 4 years.
48 issues, 12 issues a year.
Yeah, do the math, people.
Do the math.
I'm not a math magician.
Do the math. Marvel's got a cool book out this week, 1872.
I have not read it, but it's one of the ones that's flying under everybody's radar. It's basically like the Old West, Two Gun Kid, Rawhide Kid, all those guys. The Knight Rider.
Right.
They're back there, but you also have Steve Rogers, Tony Stark,
and Bruce Banner in
1872, which right after the Civil War.
That writes itself.
Yeah, of course.
Or it should write itself enough for you to pick up this book.
Sure. And if you read Marvel Zombies versus Age of Ultron, you know that there's Hank Pym, an Old West Hank Pym somewhere floating around. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's them, right? It's not their ancestors. It's
them.
It's not like Back to the Future 3.
No, it's like 1602.
Yeah.
It's actually 1602 was them back in ye old England.
Right on.
So, it's them. It's part of the whole Secret Wars Battle Worlds kind of thing.
Yes.
Which takes chunks and puts them all in this one big world, and which is kind of I've been getting a lot of tweets from people who are saying, thank you for saying to DC and Marvel what everybody's thinking.
Oh yeah. You made a pretty good statement a couple weeks ago.
It's just you know what, I don't want to offend anyone, especially I happen to love DC and Marvel, but enough's enough.
Right.
So
keep it simple.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes.
Right.
All new Archie #1.
Again, haven't read it.
Archie is back.
We have 25 different covers.
25?
There are 25 separate covers that we got in ourselves. So I'm assuming that there are even more.
All right, I got 2 questions.
Yes.
Does Archie need to be rebooted? Because I looked at one of the 25 covers.
Right.
And it looks like the Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield.
A little
bit,
a
pretty
hipster doofus.
A pretty boy.
Mm-hmm.
It was I liken this. I don't know if you remember this, but I'm a big reader of highlights for children.
Oh, of course.
At
Who
the
doesn't?
doctor's office.
Sure.
And I'm especially a big fan of Goofus and Gallant.
Okay, my father having been a
family, you got them all for free then.
We got them all for free.
Yeah.
I would get them in, and I would sit there, and all the kids would circle the crap. I'm like, I would judge.
The hidden pictures?
Yeah, I would be like,
what the hell,
man? You're
man?
screwing me over, man.
Yeah,
this
can't
sucks.
you do it in your head?
Yeah,
I found it. You don't have to circle it.
No, people circled it.
Stupid asshole kids.
Jerk offs.
Yeah, no, after I did the hidden, I would actually, I would go to Goofus and Gallant first, and I'd learn a little lesson, and then I'd go do the hidden pictures.
What is that? Donnie don't do what Donnie does don't do with the knife, the knife for Bart Simpson.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's like, wait a minute, Goofus and Gallant.
So back in our day, Goofus and Gallant was a charcoal and pencil sketch.
Yeah.
And now if you pick up a recent issue, now it's all like 3D.
Oh, is it?
And it's all color.
Wow.
And I don't like it, Mike.
Man,
I don't like it.
I like the ones that, like, Goofus whips his penis out and pees wherever he wants.
Right.
Gallant
uses a urinal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Goofus pisses in the sink.
Yeah, and half the time I read what Goofus does, and I'm like, why is that bad?
Right.
Does that say something about me? I'm not sure.
Drinking out of the gallon container of milk.
Is that bad?
Yeah, seriously. Packwash is okay, right? Especially if you ate Oreos.
Right.
You're just making chocolate milk.
Exactly.
You're helping out the next person.
That's why I can do it. Like, the art's all different. It's all, like clean lines. And,
right.
I think of Archie Andrews as the goofy, pimply-faced, red-headed kid with the jalopy.
Right, but he was also... Did you ever see the really old ones? Where it was
I did.
Archie Andrews, the typical teenage boy?
Yes.
If you look at him, he's got a big old dumper. He has got a fat ass. He's got a badonkadonk.
Okay.
Look under Archie. Type in under Google Archie Andrews early version.
Okay.
And you'll get like, oh wow, he's got a fat keister. It's so weird. He looks like I don't know if this was it was the style at the time.
It might have been.
But look, they're like Archie Andrews
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Or,
I know they've updated him, and he went to didn't he go to hell or something? But
no, he went Riverdale went to something like
fought
that.
the Punisher, fought the Predator. He's been through a lot, but
he's fought the Predator. Not really fought the Predator, but yeah.
Well, okay, he was in the presence of the Predator.
Yes,
but yeah, you're right.
You're looking at it, you're like, holy crap! Look at his ass.
Yes.
Like Archie.
Mike, I'll be honest, I never noticed, but okay.
You shoulda.
I guess I shoulda.
And Veronica had quite the rack back in the day. They called them headlights.
She still does.
Headlights covers.
Yes.
Back in the day, and it's not to be sexist, but that's what the term that they used. They were headlights covers.
Right.
Where a woman's breasts were front and center. Yeah.
Ah, okay, yes. Anyways, that's back.
Archie Badunkadunk Andrews.
Is that what you Googled?
That's Badunkadunk.
Yeah.
I did.
Batman number 42, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, Jim Gordon Batman.
Yeah. Guess who's back also?
Who's back?
I'm not going to
Oh, you're not going to spoil it?
I'm not going to mention his name.
Okay.
But who was missing since like 41?
Yeah.
So it was actually Batman 42 is pretty cool. It's a nice read. You see Jim Gordon like growing into the mantle of the bat
and the suit,
and he's given a Batmobile.
Oh,
he gets a Batmobile this time around.
All right.
Yeah. Did you ever see Mystery Men?
Yes, of course.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the kind of Batmobile he gets.
Snyder Capullo, the greatest writer-artist duo right now.
Right now, yes.
Okay.
Well, besides Kirkman and Allard.
Sure. Yeah, but okay.
Since we're like
we're just sucking.
Since
sucking.
Since
they're
already down my throat. They're in the top 3.
Okay.
So.
This is one I thought would come up in your wheelhouse. Star Trek Green Lantern number 1.
Oh yeah.
A very logical team up.
You're surprised that it didn't happen like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So and rightly so.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool premise.
Right.
Because Green Lantern has...
What is the premise?
Premise is Green Lantern crosses over with Star Trek. There's some time travel involved, obviously.
Yeah, so they team up with the OG crew of the Enterprise.
Right.
So Shatner...
But it's not really the OG... No, it's not the
really?
Shatner. It's the Chris Pine.
Okay.
It's them.
Okay.
It's sort of the IDW...
the timeline, the canon, the IDW timeline.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and I just found out today.
What's that?
And not that I have ever cared to check until now.
Okay.
But Steve Niles blocked me on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
IDW
I'm like,
Steve Niles?
I'm like, I wonder what Steve Niles is up to. So I went on, I trolled a little bit.
You have been blocked?
Yeah, I've been blocked. So I'm like, fuck you. So I blocked him back. So there, Steve Niles.
2 blocks make a right.
Exactly.
Like, 2 blocks make a right.
Block. I should have blocked him like way before this, but it just never occurred to me.
You want to see if he's talking any more smack about you.
Yeah, and and in that vein, I'm like, let's see what Ron Mars is up to. Let's see if he blocked me. Nope, no block from Ron Mars.
Yeah, now it's not. This is a logical team up though.
It is very much so because they're the crew of the Enterprise is trying to expand Federation space and expand the limits of man's knowledge.
Right.
Where the Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Universe gave the Green Lantern Corps the edict that you each police your own sectors, and I'm not sure how those sectors go, but it all
where the
expands
boundaries
outward. Where the boundaries are. Exactly.
It's not like Maine and New Hampshire. It's like
right. No, it's
like after this pine tree, like that's New Hampshire starts.
No, it's everything kind of fades.
Nebulas and I don't. I that's why we're not Green Lanterns.
But they're
in the
both
Corps.
Exactly.
Because we wouldn't know where. Is this your jurisdiction? I don't know.
Nah.
Ain't my problem. It's your problem now.
99 problems, but your sector ain't one. But they both take place mostly out in space.
Yeah.
With unexplored planets.
Right.
Space is a pretty big freaking place. In Sector 2401 or 2404, whatever the hell ours is. I think it's 27. What the
You forgot our sector.
I forgot my sector.
Oh, boy.
Hal Jordan sector.
While you look that up, Star Wars Lando #1 is out this week.
It is.
And this is one I've been looking forward to.
2814. I was close. It was in the 20s.
We should both get that tattooed.
2814, yeah. Right on my back.
Lando #1, the events that take place. Lando Calrissian before Empire Strikes Back.
For me, this is just it's a face palming
Really?
because you don't need to do this.
Really?
And
You don't want to find out?
am I curious?
The
A
Lando
little bit, but
before how he became the facilitator of Cloud City?
doesn't it make it cooler to just know that he
You're probably right.
figured out his way? He probably conned his way in there. And this goes back to like the whole Wolverine origin story for me.
Sure.
You don't need to know. It makes him so much a cooler character
if you don't know.
if you don't know.
All right, but if you look at the cover, he's sitting back, feet up on the table. He's Lando.
He is Lando.
It's like he's back.
He's Lando.
The coolest guy in the galaxy.
Coolest guy in the
my
galaxy.
opinion, yes, cooler than Han Solo. I believe so.
Shit, yeah. Also, Civil War from Marvel came out. Civil
Yes.
War number 1.
Yes.
And this is most of these Battle World comics are expansions of the what if concept.
Yeah.
For me, at least. That's the way I choose to look at
Right.
it. And Civil War is what would have happened if someone in Cap's crew or Iron Man's crew prolonged the war, the Civil War.
Yes.
And so there was no definitive winner at the end.
Right.
That final battle where Cap gave up, he's like, screw this noise. He's like,
I'm out.
F you. No, he's like, F you, Stark. Not only am I still in, but I'm fighting to the death.
Right.
So you've got Cap and Tony Stark fighting, to the death.
Civil
War. And it's a complete split. Like, what would have happened if, the whole thing about war is getting your opponent to the breaking point.
Yes.
Where you draw that line in the sand.
Right.
And that one line where they won't cross, it's getting them up to that point.
Right.
And then when they won't cross it, that's when you've got them.
Right.
So, but this time, neither one of them's backing down. No Tony, no Cap. So, it's gone beyond.
Right. So how is this going to end? Well,
Don't know.
You're going to have to read.
Don't know. And the last page, pretty shocking. Not in like one of my top
Did you
tens.
cry again?
I cried. This one I did
Cried
cry.
again.
Yeah,
Okay.
But no, there was they did what they always do.
Yes.
Leave you with a cliffhanger.
All right. Civil War back. Pick it up. Number 1.
Hell yeah.
Here at Jane Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
Or call us.
Yes. All right. Need your opinion on 2 things before
Yes.
we go. Before
We got stuff to do.
The store's about to be lit up, and we're about to go. But I just announced Marissa Tomei cast as Aunt May in the new Spider-Man movie. What do you think?
Unfortunately, I think she's a little too young.
I think she's a little too
hot.
Yes, that's
a little
the
too
word.
hot.
Is that the word I was looking for? Yes.
Yeah. Aunt May, Sally Field as Aunt May, I think was taking it even a little too close.
That was edgy. Yes.
It was,
yeah.
It's like
edgy.
It's
like Forrest Gump's Mama Gump.
It's so weird because like an Aunt May you'd sleep with. I mean, let's be sexist.
Okay, yes.
Let's be completely sexist and yes, the Aunt May you would sleep with. It's like, oh my god, and your Aunt May back in 1964 or 1962,
right?
The one in Amazing Fantasy 15,
right?
Looked like your Aunt May.
Yes.
Or actually my Aunt May.
Or my grandma May.
Yeah, or grandma.
Yeah.
She's a much older woman. She's in her 70s.
Right.
I mean, I don't even think she had her own teeth.
No, I don't believe so either.
So, yeah, you're talking 75, 80 years old.
Right.
And she was very frail. But Marissa Tomei as Aunt May, she ain't frail at all.
No.
She took on Mickey Rourke. As gross as that sounds.
Took her clothes off, too. So, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the one from the Tobey Maguire she was a great Aunt May.
She was perfect. Yeah,
right off
Rosemary something.
Harris something.
Yeah,
like
Rosemary
that.
Harris.
Right off the pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, granted, I guess they announced casting of Spider-Man a couple weeks ago.
Right.
They're going younger. The kid's like 14 or something.
Yeah.
Great actor, I'm told.
Okay.
So they're going younger.
Maybe.
But that's
I have no
that
idea.
young. Yeah. I don't know. I'll wait and see, I guess.
Well,
it's she's hot.
Yeah, I know.
What do you do?
That's the thing. And you know what? I'm going to catch so much shit for saying an Aunt May you'd want to sleep with, but that's probably what the casting call said.
What is she going to do with a ute?
I don't know. Did you say ute?
Did you say ute? What's a ute?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yvonne DiCarlo would have made a great. Well, too bad she's dead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Yvonne DiCarlo is dead.
All right. Well, I just so moving on. I just heard your opinion on Backstory Comics.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So IDW is going to be doing Back to the Future
right.
comics, explaining how Doc and Marty met. Doc working for the Manhattan Project. Things like
wow.
that. Little backstories.
Again, you don't need them.
Yeah. I think, now that I hear your opinion, I'll read them. I want to know. And
you're a little curious.
I do like.
You're a little Doc curious.
I'm a big backstory guy. So.
All right. No, there are some backstories that should be told. There's some that this one might be cool. I like to see what he squandered the brown fortune on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see.
He squandered making the time machine.
That's part of it, but I'm sure he squandered it on other things. But no, he said between 1955 and when he was living in wherever the hell he was living, because the Doc Brown mansion was gone.
Yeah.
By 1985.
JFK Junior Boulevard, isn't that where his house was?
JFK.
JFK. Where the hell is that?
Yeah, right. Well, what was that? What did Chris Rock say? JFK Boulevard. Anything named after JFK, there's some shit going down. Yeah. So Doc was not living in the best part of town.
Yeah. Now these comics will be co-written or written by Bob Gale, who also co-wrote Back to the Future.
Right.
So that's a selling
It's a plus. Yeah, of course it is.
The guy who wrote the source material will be writing.
Yeah, I hear he did an AMA that said you can ask him any questions or he'll answer questions about Back to the Future, some of the most puzzling ones, especially Back to the Future 3.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you can go on.
And 2, I believe Bob Gale has written comic books, correct?
Yes, he did. Yes. He wrote some of Batman, No Man's Land.
Yeah. So he is an accomplished writer, comic book writer, and co-creator of Back to the Future. So that should be cool.
Yeah.
All right. So all right, Comic Book Men, coming to October 2015.
Woohoo!
With the Return of the Walking Dead.
Woohoo!
Look for that. We are making it right now.
And Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead coming out next month.
Yes.
We should get on that. Somehow, I think it's.
We're relevant enough to get on that. If we can get into any party at San Diego Con, we should be on Fear the Walking Dead.
I guess so. Well, if you're in San Diego, if you're heading to San Diego, have fun. Report back.
Yeah, seriously, and try not to let the smell overwhelm you.
Did they also put an edict where you should shower before you go, like New York did?
I would hope. Yeah.
Okay.
I would hope. So or multiple showers.
Right. And
go back to your hotel room and shower.
Yeah, it's not that hard. Or just jump in the ocean. It's cool. That'll clean you off.
No, that's more
like
destruction of the ocean.
Oh, right. Okay. And try not to get trampled.
Yeah, try.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Ming. There you go.